lads, this is Fenner from Frenetic Array, and it's time for a bit of the old replay cast action. I haven't done one for a long time, but no messing about. Let's get straight into this. Who is this guy who is on my screen right now? Well, it's a blue Zerg, and if we hover over him here, we can see that it's Liquid Snute. And then down here in the bottom right corner, spawning as the red Terran with an unusual camera angle to set him off, it is CM Storm Polt. And you see throwing down that gas straight after the barracks. So he is definitely going to be going for the standard Reaper Expand. So like I was saying, I haven't done a lot of replay casting specifically since HotS, because it's so hard to get my hand on replays since the release of HotS, because most tournaments are not releasing replays nowadays. WCS being the dominant tournament nowadays pretty much takes up all the tournament time. They don't release replays. MLG don't release replays, I don't think. DreamHack do release replays, and I do have those replays, but I think most people have seen those anyway. This replay is from the Zotac monthly final. The April final, in fact, so it sounds like it's from quite a while ago, but this is actually played on the May 29th. I don't know why the April final was played on May 29th, but that's how it is. So we got Snute vs Polt. If you don't want any spoilers because you haven't seen this or something like that, then go ahead and close this now, because this is a game from the monthly Zotac final. Snute vs Polt. Snute has quickly becoming one of my favorite players, Zerg players lately. One of the only foreigner players that I really enjoy to watch. He's practicing an absolute shit ton in Korea, so that's one of the reasons why I really like him. I love people who put the dedication in. They deserve to win. They deserve to get the results, and he also plays really unusual styles as well. Like he usually plays like Ling Infester in ZVT, which is really uncommon in ZVT right now. Most people opt in to go for the Mutalisk play and just play like that, but Snute, no, he's just going to go for Ling Infester. But we have got this Reaper coming across the map now. What can he get done? He's running straight up the ramp, finds a drone, and I think this drone's going to go straight down. He's not going to be able to save. Oh, he gets into a Spore Crawler. Nice play by Snute. He's going to be able to save that, but Reaper coming into the side now. He's not risking, he's not diving in deep to try and get a drone, but he is just trying to pick off at the side. Great link control by Snute here, pulling the weak one back, and as you can see, oh, Queen pops out. He's going to try and pick off that Ling. He does get the Ling. Another drone there. Can he get it? Oh, he goes into a spawn just in time. He's going to jump down here, and then he's going to be, well, he's actually going to stay up there. He just wants to be a boss. Oh, got another drone coming here. Can he get it? He's going to fire a shot at that. I don't think he's actually... Oh, he can go for it, but the Queen is there to push him back. And great control by Polt. He's seen everything that's going on. He's seen there's no gas from Snute. And now he's going to be able to sneak in again. He's going to be able to get this drone. Goes into an extractor, though. Great play by Snute. Again, not losing a single drone. Morphing into spores and extractors just to save them. And he probably wants an extractor around that time anyway. As you can see, he's going for double extractor right now, which is pretty standard for a 4-queen opening when you open gasless. So pretty standard gas timings for Snute, and great control on these queens, just pushing this Reaper back. So let's go ahead and look at what Polt's doing. He's got his expansion up. Standard Reaper Expand, fast third CC. Again, standard for Terran nowadays. They can pretty much do that, be as greedy as they want, and be pretty much safe, because Reapers, you know, they're pretty good at scouting. They can see everything that's going on. They can react to anything that's coming up. So we will see what Snute's going to go for this game. Since he has opened for that double gas, his Ling speed is going to be really late, so he's probably going to go for a bit of a roach opening, I would expect. Yeah, he's going for the fast layer now, so he probably wants to get that fast roach speed. He probably will throw down a roach warren real soon. He is going to... Polt's actually going to pressure this front right now, because Snute did open 4 queen, he's going to have enough queens at the front to push these back. We've got an Evo chamber coming up for Snute now, double Evo chamber, so maybe it is actually going to be double Evo. Oh, we have got the roach warren, so it's going to be double Evo roaches. Might go for that 1-1 roach pressure, a really popular build right now, as it is really good against Widow Mines. If people do decide to skip those tanks, then the 1-1 roach pressure can do a lot of damage. Polt putting a lot of pressure on here at the front. Snute decided to throw down another building, which he didn't really need. He's probably going to cancel that. These 3 queens are probably enough to back this off, but he's just playing really safe. Doesn't want to let those Hellions in. Doesn't want to let the Hellions do the damage, but they are going to work on this Evo chamber, actually going down to half HP just from the Hellion damage. And now the queens decide, I've had enough, I'm going to push you back, get out. And now He's just going to sit these Hellions at the front. He's going to have a really hard time pushing out to get a third base. He's going to have to build roaches to do so. So the third base for Snute is going to be really late. And the standard third base timing for Zerg nowadays is around 5:45. As you can see, we're getting up to the 8-minute mark now. So the third base for Snute, extremely late. Most people finish droning their third by 9 minutes if they play really greedy. So Snute is going to be in a pretty heavy 2-base situation here. He probably wants to get some damage done with the roaches that he's going to produce. Because the thing is, Polt has got his third base into an orbital command already, so his economy is going to be pretty insane compared to what Snute is going to have. So these roaches that he's building are going to have a lot of damage. And you know what does a lot of damage? Nidus networks. We have got this Overseer sneaking across the map right now. We've got these roaches pushing back these Hellions. And there's nothing on this side of the base for Polt, so he can sneak a Nidus down right there if he does find that spot. Or notice that Polt is not actually looking at that spot. But I wonder if he lifts this up and he flies it to there, he'll actually see that location. We have got the roaches, again, just trying to contain, but keep these Hellions in a good position. Just control the map so that you can get this Nidus down and walk the roaches across the map. So here we go. Nidus has now finished. He's sneaking into the main base now. CC does lift, and he's actually revealing vision over there. What does he see? Oh, he does see it. So Polt sees the Nidus, but he's not reacting yet. He's not reacting at all. What's he doing? He's focusing on these Hellions. He's not reacting to the Nidus. So I think this is going to pop. Big mistake by Polt here. And here we go. We've got the Roaches and Queens coming out right now. He's going to be able to spread creep into the main of Polt. And his second Nidus going down as well. We've got damage going down on the third with these Hellions. He's going to be able to pick off quite a few drones there, about 6 or 7 drones. He just killed with Hellions, but those Queen and that Roach is going to be able to make short work of that Polt, pulling his back now. We've got Roaches and Queens in the main. Not many units for Polt. I think this could be game over for Polt. Trying to pick off that Queen, but a Transfuse goes down. We've got 1 Transfuse left on that Queen. Probably wants to spread some creep. Roaches trying to pick up these buildings. Great control by Polt, pulling back and stuff. And he's got the Widow Mines now out as well. I don't think... What happened to that Overseer? I think the Overseer died, so he doesn't actually have any vision of these mines, and taking down a couple of roaches there. Great control by Polt, just pulling back, taking little parts of this army away at once, and it looks like Snute's going to focus down the engineering bed. If he gets that before the 1-1 upgrades come out, he's going to be in a massive lead in terms of upgrades, and with this massive pressure coming up, Polt really needs that +1 upgrade to be able to slice through the armor of Liquid Snute, but he does get the armor upgrade, but he really wants the attack upgrade. It helps the Marines so much. Massive pressure coming down. Oh, that Tech Lab gets picked off. I think that must have been Combat Shield, because he already does have Stim, so picking off that Combat Shield is a massive thing, and Snute just popping up to the third base now, picking off that as well. A couple of roaches here, trying to take down that engineering bay, and he probably wants to pull a few roaches back into the main. There we go, great control by Snute, making use of this Nidus network so well. I think Polt is in a very, 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 very bad situation here. Roaches in the third base, picking up at that command center. He could pick off a couple of mules there if he wants, picking off the Engie bay, and his upgrades are going to be so bad. In fact, I'm not sure why Snute's only got 1 armor upgrade and 1 range upgrade. Oh, he's actually gone for the melee upgrade. Sorry. I thought he would have gone for the 1-1 range there. But it does look like he's going to go for the melee upgrades. Lifting on the third CC now. It's on fire. The Queen is hitting it. And he takes down these Nidus networks. And he really needs to heal that third CC if he wants to stay in this game. I think he can defend the natural with all the units that he's got, as long as he gets good mine hits. In fact, he should be able to hold that perfectly fine. In fact, the mines are going down before they manage to get the shots off. Great control by Snute, just taking the shots from the mines at the front of the roaches, and there's not many units actually for Polt right now, but he should be fine. I think he should be fine with this repair on the units, but he still needs to keep that third CC alive. It's actually getting repaired there. Queen nearly picked it off, and now it looks like Snute is going to go back to droning. He is getting 2 upgrades, and the thing is, Polt has no Engie bays. That is really painful for Polt. There's going to be 2 Lings on the map, whereas Polt is only going to have +1 armor, and I don't think he's going to get the Engie base for a long time. That's not going to be the thing on his mind right now. He's going to be thinking, oh my god, I need to get that third CC back up. I need to start producing units, otherwise I'm just going to die. So if he does get those Engie bays, like, I commend him, but he's going to just be thinking about units right now. Let's have a look at the unit tab. We got 40 SCVs to 68 drones. Snute is in a commanding position. Yeah. I think Polt's got some work to do if he wants to get back into this game. He has got a couple of mines. He needs the biggest mine hits. And he can definitely get big mine hits. They definitely happen a lot. I can tell you this from playing ZVT myself. It gets pretty painful sometimes. In fact, I don't really like playing ZVT, but I do enjoy watching it. Oh well. Oh, actually, we've got a Viking over here trying to pick off an Overlord. Did pick off an Overlord. He could have transfused that, but Snute doesn't care. He does not care. This Viking just going to fly away. It looks like Polt's going to move out onto the map. I'm not sure about this. He does need to get something done, however. He isn't going for the upgrades, so I guess putting on that massive pressure right now is one of his main options right now. Going to get the Widow Mines down. If we've got an Overseer, I don't think we've actually got an Overseer out for Snute, so these mines could do a lot of damage, but getting picked off before they burrowed. In fact, oh, this could be a massive mine hit. But a pretty decent split by Snute there, and it's just way too many roaches. The upgrades are too good for Snute as well, so he's going to be able to push these back, and we got quite a few. Oh, these are all going to die, and they're not going to do anything. We've got 5 Widow Mines, 6 Widow Mines that are all going to get popped right now. They go down. Polt is on his last legs. He's on his last legs. Got Infestors coming out for Snute as well. And he knows there's not many mines left, so he can probably just barge through this arm. We've got 2 mines here, we've got Overseers as well, and this is it. The surround coming down on Polt's units, the mines go off, we're not doing too much damage. He needs to lift if he wants to survive, but I think he might... Oh, he does lift! And he's going to go for a counterattack, but I don't think he's got enough to defend. I don't think he's got enough to defend. 2 mines burrowing there, he needs massive hits on those. But the thing is, roaches, they take mine hits pretty well. And here comes the drop from Polt, trying to pull Snute back to his base so he can gain himself more time, but Snute's not having any of it. He's going straight into the 3rd base. These mules going to go down. They only just landed. Very, very painful for Polt. The 4th base for Snute going to go down right there. And now it's 2 base pairs. Putting the Nidus under that. Great play by Snute. He's not going to be able to land that for a very long time because the creep is going to pop there as well, picking off those Widow Mines. And it's now 170 supply against 98. And Polt's in the natural main base of Snute, but they're going to get picked off. He needs to pick up. He needs to get out of there. Probably going to go for another counterattack on the natural here. He has got a Spore Crawler, but that's not enough. He needs to leave some units behind if he wants to defend against this. But then again, even if he just attacks with everything and lets this base die, he probably still wins anyway. So, we've got 3 Infestors coming out for Snute. They should be pretty decent against this drop, but it looks like he's going to pull the drop back. No, he's actually dropping it off. He is going to heal up the units before going in for the main drop. We have got a Nidus going down here as well. That's going to make reinforcing nice and easy. And we have landed the 3rd base for Polt right now, but still, he just hasn't got the economy or production that he needs to get back into this game. He's so far behind in minerals. And this should be the final engagement of the game. Roach Baneling just sat at the back, not doing much. But even with this small clump of units, looks like Snute's going to be able to take it down. Going into the main base now, we have got an engagement over here as well. Great position for Polt, but he is getting destroyed in his main base right now. He needs to run up the ramp and hire that depot up, but it's not going to be enough. Baneling's rolling in, taking down his Marines. GG from CM Storm Polt.